This is Kabura Secondary School, of which I'm the principal. My name is Ben Ochim. We have not yet received our number of grade 10 learners. So far, we have only received 4 students, compared to what we expect as 70 students for grade 10. I feel that the parents and the members of the community would be well provided for if they brought their students to Kabura Secondary School, because we have facilities. Our facilities are adequate for STEM pathway and also for social sciences pathway. We have space, we have the required number of resources to provide for STEM and the social sciences pathways. Sometimes I think maybe the parents may be holding down out because they feel that we may not accept them when they don't have fees, but we have already waived the need for paying fee for now, as directed to us by the government, and they are free to bring their students, their children, to Kabura Secondary School, where we will accept them, admit them, and also teach them with the required standards as in other schools. Yes, I feel that sometimes the parents may be a little biased with feeling that they want to take their students to other schools where they feel the students may do better. But under this system, remember, it is not necessarily learning to go to university. We are teaching the students, provide them necessary skills that is going to be important for them in the future. Now, these skills would be well provided for in a school near your home and a school that has these facilities. Now, when a school like ours, Kabura, is provided with students at a capitation of 70, but even if we get students, 20 students, the teacher-student ratio is favoring this kind of system. This system is where a teacher-student ratio should be one that requires very much interaction between the student and the learner. So when I have a class of 20, then the interaction between the teacher and the student would favor the learning of this in this kind of system. So I would urge parents to be able to bring their students here. We benefit from our resources which are here. We have a very well furnished lab. We are also very glad with our area MP, Mr. Tandy. He was also able to provide to us certain food items. And now those food items will help in at least in ensuring that the students who come here are able to take their meals without having to have a problem with demands for going for food. So we are able to provide for that. We have been in contact with the local administration, the assistant chief, and he has given us an assurance that he's going to go door to door to ensure that those parents who were still having students at home for any reason should not do that, should not have them at home, but release them to come to school. So yes. So we are still hopeful.
I'm Dixon Odhiambo. I'm currently the principal of Mahero School. I came this year. And so far, we have admitted 4 girls and 1 boy. We still hope to get more students. I know as time progresses, and possibly as the nature of most of the day school, especially the small day schools, they normally admit students after others have ceased. So the remnants, we are hoping to admit. Our area AP promised that he shall work to ensure that the day school fees is reduced below 10,000. So we are very hopeful that before the end of the term, we shall get a number of students. And possibly I'll appeal to the government to reconsider their funding model. The small schools should actually first of all, get a financial base before considering the number. Because there are certain things that, however, the number is very small, but they need to be there. The nature of employees, there are certain number that we need to have. The nature of the facilities in the school, there's basic materials that we need to have, which does not necessarily depend on the number of students. So I'm appealing to the government to ensure that the funding of small schools has certain bare minimum amount first before considering the total the number of students. We have met parents before. When we were opening, we called some parents, we talked to them, but still I'm appealing to them that Mahero is opened. The gate is opened as directed by our president. Let them bring the learners without necessarily having the strain of buying the school materials that are required. But we shall see once they are in the school how we can mobilize funds such that the deserving students are helped or assisted to achieve whatever they're supposed to achieve. The nature of the curriculum. We have 3 pathways, and sports were majorly being assigned to the national school and extra county schools. So most of these schools could have taken those students because of the 3 pathways. We offer the 2 pathways, social science and STEM.
I'm Frederick Ojuang, Deputy Principal, Muir Boys Senior School. This year we were located about 135 students. So far we've received only 35. We still have a deficit of over 100 students. We have space, and we urge the community from around to bring us students. Muir has been doing well in the national exams, and we strive to do well. We feel that we have what it takes to give these students the very best. We have very committed teachers, and you can even see when you went into class, they are busy with the students. So we appeal to the parents to bring students, and we would also want to urge the ministry if they can find a way of bringing us more students. We would also like to thank the Alumni Association. They have really helped the school. Even this morning, we received about 7 new grade 10 learners courtesy of the Muir Alumni Association. And we urge them that they keep the tempo, they give us more, because they have the ability to interact with the local community and people from around or far from here. So what we really need is that we have space, we have even classrooms that still can accommodate over 100 students. The students that have been brought to us, none of them has been sent home courtesy of lack of school fees. In fact, we encourage them to come with the clothes that they used at the junior secondary school. As for now, we have some food items that can run us for some time courtesy of the Child Welfare Association and the local member of parliament. In fact, it's not the first time he's donating food to the schools. Last year he did it, and maybe that could have been the reason why we did well, because we never sent students away. So most of the time they were in school. As you can even see, they are in school. This term alone, we've not even sent any student. Even if they are coming without money, we are not demanding anything from them, so long as they can even get old school uniforms, and we are alive to the directive given by the president. So we urge our parents that let them bring the students to school. We are ready and capable to accommodate them. The other logistics will be sorted out later, but for now we want them to come to school. We're offered 3 pathways. We have STEM, we have social sciences, we have sports and art. So those 3 pathways are offered at Mwere Secondary School. Yes. That the C1 schools, C2 schools actually had their capacities. In fact, I think they must have had or admitted beyond their capacities. So the challenge is only with the C4 schools. Even from our neighboring schools here, when we try to ask them how far they have managed to admit the new cohort of grade 10 learners, the number is appallingly low. Yeah. So that may make us actually speculate that it could be just the C4 schools. Because if we talk with our counterparts in the C1, C2, C3 schools, they are okay, they are home and dry. Yeah. So when we try to ask our neighbors or our counterparts in the C4 category, that is where the challenge is.
My name is Ngal Lambur. I am privileged to be the principal of St. Patrick's Segere Senior School. There has been a challenge on the side of reporting to school in grade 10, majorly, I think, because of issues to do with finances. Most of the parents, like late last week and today, have come in barely empty-handed. Actually, most of them could not raise what we call lunch levy, bearing in mind that in a school of this kind, the government pays everything. We don't charge school fees. What we charge is lunch levy to subsidize for their meals. That is the lunch that we provide in school. And so that challenge could have made most of the learners keep off school. But I'm happy that the government approach to whip up support from the Interior Ministry has borne a lot of fruits, because most learners could be seen trooping into school through that particular effort, and we salute that move very much. At the same time, I believe that apart from the financial challenges that have faced the schools, I mean the parents at home, some of our learners could have been admitted to other schools like C1 or even C2 learning institutions, so that the government's intention to maybe open up space for learners to change from C4 to maybe C3 or C2 or even to C1 institutions could have given the parents an opportunity to take their learners elsewhere. And so that could mitigate against getting 100% of what we had targeted. That is the 300 for our case. Maybe in the future, the government could have a policy whereby once you are admitted to a particular school, unless there is serious reason, these learners should just get to those schools, especially if what they envisage to learn is provided in those schools. And so this is a learning experience because we are experimenting on this. This is the first time we are admitting grade 10 in the new curriculum, that is CBE. And so maybe in the next dispensation, that is next year, some of these teething problems will be sorted out with lots of ease. I want to salute our area MP, who has provided us with food. Actually, food rations have been provided across the constituency. And this has gone a long way in helping out the parents that are expected to pay for the food. So it is helping out because we'll now charge very meager, very minimal lunch levies to take care of other needs in that department. In this school, we provide 3 major pathways in the learning process in grade 10. That is STEM, which is compulsory. We also have social sciences. We also provide arts and sports as the 3rd pathway for our learners to engage in. Even as we sit here. We have begun teaching our learners because already the government has provided some teaching learning materials. Like we have 3 books to guide us in our endeavors to interact with the learners in class. Of course, we have also been able to access the KICD portal where we get our curriculum designs as a matter of resource utility. And so we are set to implement the requirements of grade 10 on the basis of CBE that we are supposed to be providing to our learners that have just joined us. We as a school therefore are very much set, and we are happy that we have learners in school and we are set to go in terms of the teaching learning areas.
Like the thing that I'm doing, why I'm a teacher.
Ndolua Jane. Okay. Najagi started introduction.
when we told them to come and as long as they don't, yes. So we still have space. This can accommodate about 45. Yes.
So this is where does it come?
Personal items, so we need to take good care of them. Even this classroom, everything that is within your post, you are aware that even within the school, there are some things that we are expected to do, right? Like we normally have our morning duties, so those ones are not.